What's up, Flock? Feenix here, and welcome back to another Farming Sim 19 Feenix moment. We're talking about everything that happened last week, everything that happened this week, and so on. So this has got to be like 20th time I've tried recording this video. It's a hard video to record. We're going to talk about some serious topics. So if you guys are watching with a younger child, or if you are a younger child, just find another video to watch, because this video is not going to be something you need to watch. It deals with some serious topics, so just be forewarned. So there was no Farming Friday on Friday. If you guys follow me on Instagram or you are in the Discord, you guys already know that I had a family emergency come up. If you guys are not following me on Instagram or are not in the Discord, I highly recommend that you do one or the other, simply because it's the easiest way to get information from me. It's easier for me to post on Instagram or make an announcement in Discord to let you guys know there's not going to be a stream than it is to make a video on YouTube, because you don't have to deal with the uploading process. It's practically instant on both cases, so it's the easiest way to get information from me. And actually, Instagram is probably the easiest way to communicate with me, because I answer those messages more often than I answer Facebook messages, just because they're easier to deal with. I don't really like dealing with the Facebook page. I'm not a huge fan of Twitter. I don't even have Twitter installed anymore on my phone. So anyway, I'm rambling. So for those of you who are either a follower or in the Discord, you guys will know I had a family emergency that came up on Friday afternoon, and I wasn't available to stream Friday night. I was home for a majority of Friday night, but I had priorities. Other things were more important to me than streaming that night. And trust me, guys, you guys don't have to say family comes before. I already know family is much more important than streaming. That's why I wasn't here. So we had a family emergency that came up on Friday afternoon. For those of you who've been following for a little over a year, you would know the struggles we've been dealing with, and that my oldest daughter has been dealing with here recently. She's been diagnosed with ADD. She's been diagnosed with extreme case of depression. She's also been diagnosed with oppositional defiance disorder, which has been kind of a wild storm, the best way I can put it. It has wreaked havoc, mostly on her and her mother and I. It's been one hellacious ride. The three combined have just been like a toxic combination for her, and we've been dealing with it for a little over a year now. And for those of you again who have been following the channel for a little over a year now, you would know that she's been in the hospital twice now for attempting to take her own life. Well, now this makes number 3. She's back in the hospital again. We're still not quite sure what happened. According to our daughter and the eval lady, I'm not sure where the eval lady got her information from. I don't know if she got it from the hospital, which the hospital got the information from her daughter. But according to our daughter, she didn't attempt to take her own life. She just admitted to taking her own life, or admitted to wanting to take her own life. And then according to the principal and the school resource officer, she actually did attempt to take her own life, and they did rush her to the emergency room. So I tend to believe the principal and the school resource officer a little bit more, because the story is a very bizarre story. Like, what they said happened is, I'm not going to go into detail about it, but it's very out there, and it's easier for me to believe that she attempted it than them making this up. Because I don't think in the most wildest of dreamers that someone could dream this story up. So that's why I tend to believe them, because I don't think anyone would just make this story up. It had to have happened for them to say it. So, and the fact that they did rush her to the emergency room tells me that a little bit more than her just saying, hey, I want to happen. But unfortunately, she is back in the hospital, and we're going through another round of the same thing we went through the previous 2 times, for the 3rd time this year. She went in I think 1 day shy of it being a year since her first trip. So technically she's been in 3 times in a matter of a year, and we haven't seen much success with what they do. I mean, we see it when she's in there, but when she comes out, it's only a couple days before she's back into her old habits. So, you know, we're dealing with all that, and it's, Friday night consisted of, as soon as we found out, I rushed my wife to the hospital so she could be with our daughter, and then our oldest one and I rushed back to town to make sure I picked up our youngest one on time. And then I spent the night with our youngest one, making sure she was alright, explaining to her that her big sister won't be home for a week, maybe even longer, and then explained to her that my mom would be home later, and then I just kind of made sure she was alright. We hung out on the couch, watched TV, watched a movie, and all that. That was more important to me than streaming for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm really not sorry. Family is always and will always come first for me, and I needed the time to make sure our youngest one was alright, because unfortunately she is a innocent bystander in all this. She is a very emotional kid, and unfortunately, her big sister being in the hospital again, it weighs on her. So making sure she was alright was more important. And then we of course we had to go pick up my wife once they did transport our oldest one to the other hospital. Picked up, and then once we got home, we talked about everything, what she had found out, and all that jazz. And then Saturday, we got a lot taken care of by getting her paperwork and all that, getting her stuff that she needed while she's in there, all that good stuff taken care of. And we actually took our youngest one to see Santa. The oldest one's really not a believer anymore, so it's something that to take away from the anxiety that our little one was feeling about the older one. We took her to see Santa, and it was really adorable. It put a smile on our faces in a time where we needed it. She ran up and gave Santa a great big hug, and actually the photographer actually got it captured, which was awesome. They got, before she could even sit down, she had the photographer had the camera ready and actually got a picture off of that moment, which that doesn't happen often. That doesn't happen often at all. But this week was already going to be busy. There's a lot going on. We have plans, and we're going to continue our plans, just because unfortunately our youngest one had to miss out on some stuff she was really looking forward to last year when all this happened. She missed out on the Christmas parade. She missed out on her Christmas concert that the school holds each year. She missed out on that. So this time around, we're not gonna do that to her. We're gonna make sure she attends the things that we already had planned to do as a family. It's gonna be rough on her with not having her big sister there, but at least she still gets to participate in those activities that she didn't get to last year. So it might make us sound like horrible people, but we have another child to be concerned about. So we're gonna do what it takes to make her as as happy as possible during this whole process. You know, she doesn't need to feel any worse than what she already does. And unfortunately, I know it hurt her last year that she missed out on that stuff. Another thing is, it's probably going to affect this week's schedule, as you know, we still do, because this always happens. You gotta go for a family meeting. You discuss. Actually, we might have to go up there a couple times to discuss treatment and all that good stuff. I call it good stuff, but it's really not good stuff. It's more of a hectic chaos stuff. But we're gonna have to discuss all of that, and then we're gonna have to figure out the best plan of attack. And I honestly, I personally knew something was up since around Halloween. I mentioned it to my wife around that time, and I just noticed a drastic change in behavior. I brought it up to a therapist. I gave her the opportunity to talk to her therapist about it. When she didn't, I kind of brought it up to her therapist and let her know that something was going on at her next meeting. And you know, she still didn't talk about it. She still hasn't been honest with anyone. And I think that's the real thing that's blocking her from getting any help, is that she's not really telling anybody who can get her help what the problem is. She likes to dance around the truth and put on a show for people, if that makes any sense. I don't know if she would, I don't know. Anyway, but I think that's her real hang up. So I'm pushing for her to be in there for a little bit longer this time around. Each time, the first time was like 7 days, second time was like 10 days. I'm going to be pushing for her to be in there a little bit longer this time. It might sound horrible of me, but I need her to understand that these people are trying to help, and by shutting them out, she's going to be in there longer. And that's what she does. She'll shut them out and then be dishonest with them and not tell them what's really going on, and the picture gets distorted. So I want them to be able to actually get her to open up and figure out what's going on before she comes home, because I don't want her to be in there for the minimum time and then they say, okay, you're good to go, and then 6 months later we're back in the same spot. I don't know. It's my personal opinion. So I might sound like a horrible person for that, but I'd rather her be in there and get help than her just be in there and not take it seriously. So anyway, let's get into a little bit lighter of a topic. I've discovered a game-breaking glitch in Farming Sim 19 for server users. Don't restart your server if you have animals, because if you restart your server, your animals disappear. I did send a message to on the Facebook, or not Facebook, the Twitter for Farming Sim. I let them know that there was a problem with the animals in in servers. I don't know if I'll get a response, but I've reported the issue. I don't know if anybody else has had the issue. I just know every time I restart the server, poof, all the animals disappear. Unfortunately, we lost 120 cows, so we had to redo it. And here we are now with, I think, how many do we have? So that's 50, 80, 102, 136. So we got a little bit more than what we had last time. So that's why I'm trying to play catch up here, because you know, a lot of the stuff went away, unfortunately. So now we're back to trying to pick it all back up again. Fun times, fun times. So if you guys are playing on the server, if you run the server, and you have animals, don't reset it or restart it until this problem gets solved, because if so, you'll lose all your cow. And if you've worked hard for it, you didn't cheat money in. We cheated legit money in, but if you didn't cheat money in, you're going to be losing out a ton of money. So we found that out on Saturday night, I did stream Saturday night because, like I said, we got a lot accomplished, and I was feeling better, so I decided to stream. There's that. We didn't stream Saturday Night Patrol because it was just me. If you guys watch back the stream, it was just me for about It was just about me for about 15 minutes, and then Chief and Brandon came in, and then Dalton came in. So it wouldn't been enough people to pull off Saturday Night Patrol. Unfortunately, we're getting in that rut where we're not having enough bodies to fill. Mainly, we need civilians. If we had more civilians, we can hire more officers, but unfortunately, we don't have those. We don't have civilians. Just civilian people making up calls. That's the downfall of the server. So that's where we're at with that. That's why there wasn't any Friday or Saturday night. We just did some farming Friday, and I forgot completely. Or we just did some farming Saturday, and I forgot completely about ending the stream at midnight. And I was like, oh, we're gonna switch to CS:GO at midnight. And then someone reminded me that it was Saturday, and I was like, we're gonna switch it to CS:GO at 11 and play till midnight. And that's what happened on Saturday. So yeah. Anything else that happened last week? I played the Red Dead Online. It was interesting. I think they're gonna have to do a lot to it before. They're gonna have to do a lot to it before it launches to make it more entertaining. Because unlike GTA, there wasn't like random events that occurred. You just rode around in what seemed like forever. Riding around in Red Dead Redemption 2, like the story mode, it didn't seem like it was that drawn out. But oofa, man, it was like the rides in between, you know, like missions and stuff were just super long. So I hope they get something like, at least something interesting happen along the way. Like they had the strangers in Red Dead Redemption 2. That's why the map probably didn't seem as so awful. But oofa, they really need to do something about that before they make it an official launch. But other than that, it actually was a pretty fun game. I had fun playing multiplayer. Unfortunately, I haven't got to play it with JT yet. I don't know if if the beta is still open, or if they took it down, if it was just for the weekend. But it was pretty fun. It was pretty interesting. So I like the the character customization. There you go. A little bit better than it was in GTA 5. That was a huge plus in my opinion over GTA Online. So you weren't forced between, you know, to have two parents. You could edit the face completely however you want it, so that was a huge plus. I'm going to share the pictures of the two characters I created on Instagram later. So yeah, that's really all about last week, I guess. Let's head into this week. This week, of course, you're going to have the Feenix moment on Monday. You're going to have 5M on Tuesday. You're going to have hopefully a mod spotlight on Wednesday. Like I said, this is like the stuff that's already recorded. Of course, you're going to get the stuff that I have to record. It's still iffy because the week's going to be just kind of a mess. So I'm going to try to get as much as possible out there for you guys. But mod spotlight is iffy. I'm going to try my best to get it up for you guys. Again, FS91's a bit iffy. We were supposed to record tonight. Unfortunately, we were taking care of things, and I didn't get to record, unfortunately. So I'm going to try to do a solo video. I have an idea for a solo video. I'm going to try my best to get it done, but I'm not sure if I will. I'm going to try though. And Friday, I do want to talk about the mod spotlights real quick. I asked you guys about the mod spotlights, and I got a lot of feedback about it. It seems like the majority want a one video a week with the rating system back. It's, you know, there was a lot of comments And there were a lot of people that said 2 a week, and there were a lot of people that said no rating, keep it the way it is. But the majority of the opinion was to do 1 a week with the rating back. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do this week. See how you guys like it. If you guys do like it, I'll keep it. If not, we'll ditch the rating system again and go from there. But there's plenty of mods coming out. There's plenty of mods to check out. So that's not having it is not the issue. It's just not having enough time that might be the issue. I don't know if there will be a video on Friday. I haven't really been posting anything on Friday because I save all my time to do Farming Friday. So there probably won't be a video on Friday. As far as secondary videos go, we still have a lot of Red Dead Redemption. I think Friday was, so probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday videos were posted without titles and all that because I was supposed to work on those. I was going to work on Friday afternoon before streaming, and then I didn't. So I hope, for goodness sake, that I fix those. I got plenty of that still to upload for secondary videos. Why is it get stuck in? See, it gets stuck for some reason. It's so weird. I still have all those other stuff I haven't. I'm just gonna delete it. Why is the tractor keep getting stuck in reverse? I'm just gonna delete it because I don't think I'll ever actually post it, which just sucks. I'm joking. I'm gonna keep it and post it one day. It's just I have no clue when. But actually, there might be a the stream on Friday. Well, let's go into streams. The stream on Friday is going to be a bit late because Friday is the Christmas parade. So we're going to be attending that. That usually goes till after 8. So I probably won't start the Farming Friday until like 9ish. But there will be a God. Why is it keep go forward, you piece of garbage? Jeez. There will be a stream Friday night. It's just going to start later than usual because of the parade. But we will be live. I'm probably going to also record the video or record the parade. So there's that. I'll probably post it as well. Go in here. This is on. Go. Oh, boy, vey. Screw it, I'll take it like it is. Of course you would. Of course you would. So, anyway, Farming Friday is going to be starting probably about an hour later than usual. As far as Saturday Night Patrol, it depends on if we have people. If we have bodies available, we'll do it. If not, we'll probably kick up some Farming Friday or Farming Saturday again or something. This not having people available is starting to really suck when you're trying to fill spots. As far as Tuesday goes, I really don't know what we'll stream Tuesday, if I'll stream Tuesday because of all this. And same with streaming throughout the week. I don't know if I'll have time to do all that. I'm going to try my best, but oh, crap happens, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call the video here. Sorry about the kind of out there video. It was hard to record it, and I was just going to power through this recording and get it done so I can get it rendered and uploaded to you guys on time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, be sure to leave a like down below. If you guys want to see future Farming Sim 19 Phoenix moments, be sure to click subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.